You are now listening to an Open Mind Industries production. Welcome to Open Mind Industries podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. What episode are we on? Hey, 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 what episode are we on? What episode are we on? Hey, 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 what episode are we on? Whoo-wee! Hey guys, welcome to episode 77 of The Mind Unleashed. As we always do, let's give a few shout outs to our supporters. The first one is Lyft, the ride sharing app. Use the code TMUP for, I believe, $20 off your first couple rides with Lyft. Doesn't matter what area you're in, just type that code in and it should work for you for first time riders. They're also giving a few discounts, so click the code in, see what happens. Appreciate if you use it, appreciate if you don't use it, it's all good. Also, please check out CAS. CAS stands for Cinematic Aerial Services. What Daniel does is professional drone shooting for residential business, plays, music videos, stuff like that. He's offering you folks $179 per property when you book with him. Definitely check him out. He's an amazing guy. Check out Danny Stay Out on YouTube. You'll see a lot of his fun work. He's a really cool cat, really decent dude. Check him out. Also, please check out Weeds Productions. Weeds Production does weddings, special occasions, any kind of special photography. It's just really well done. Photography done right for a great price. He's offering you guys $20 off or 20% off when you guys book your next project with him. Use the code OMI and he'll definitely hook you guys up. He does great packages. Also, if you're looking to get the trademark done with honest to goodness trademark attorney, please check out Strawman Law. Trademarking, guys, it saves you from a lot of headache, protecting your brand from YouTube, stuff like that. Your business, things you've been working on. If you don't know how to get it done correctly, or you want to use LegalZoom, feel free to do so. But please check out Strawman Law. I'm not sponsored by LegalZoom, by the way. Just a kind of reference of what most people go to first. But definitely check out Strawman Law. Honest to goodness attorney. Find out on Thumbtack when we need to get trademarking done. Honest to goodness, walking through every step of the way of how it's really done. It was really good. He does offer flat rates, so if you're looking to get something done and done professionally and done right, check out StrawmanLaw.com. Can't recommend him enough. Also, if you're looking to get a house done in the Mount Dora area, Orlando area, anywhere kind of in Florida, please check out Angie Connors. Angie hooked us up with her home, really walked us through the home buying process. I got a friend that's really looking to get her home for the first time, so I'm recommending Angie to her, because Angie will walk you through every home buying step of the way, let you know about all the legality that you're going to be walking into. She'll just take care of you. She's just really damn good at what she does. She believes in taking care of good people. So if you're looking to get a home buying, definitely check out Angie Connors. Links will be down below in the description. Okay, they're done. We're done, guys. You won't hear no more advertisements. Maybe a little more, who knows. Anyway, welcome to episode 77 of The Mind Unleashed. It has been a bit. I've been kind of a little bit lazy on recording these. Been playing a lot of Death Stranding, kind of enjoying that stuff, and doing a lot of 3D printing for a colleague. For those who've been keeping tabs on the Open Mind page on Facebook and stuff like that, you'll see the person that I'm talking about. I've worked on Hurricane. It was a special kind of project with Ninja Flags. They were kind enough a couple years ago, about 2.5 years ago, to let me try a little bit of the filament. And I've been doing that to work on some of my own grips and stuff like that, kind of prototyping and giving them a lot of feedback. And TPU and TPE are just really good flexible filament, really bond, really damn good filament. I would highly recommend Ninja Flex or Fender Drives or Ninja Tech is what they're kind of going after. That's kind of the name in that area. They are a great company. Highly recommend them if you're really looking for a TPU or TPE. I know there's a lot of brands out there that are a lot cheaper, if you're trying to get a TPU and TPE. But that's how I found Barb Peters at 3D Print NY. And she's amazing, man. She's freaking awesome. Helped me out, print a set. Does a lot of stuff on her laser bot and stuff like that. We've spoken a lot. about TPU and TP, what the benefits are with it. And so far, I've been like kind of working on getting a new grip. Jodell's only biggest thing when we made the grip, because I made them for my crutch, said, "Hey, try this out on my crutch, see what you think." And she loved it. She goes, "That feels great. I mean, how's the hand fatigue?" I said, "There's little to no hand fatigue. You do get to grip a little bit, but my hand was sliding a little bit. So texturing and stuff like that, we still need to kind of knock out. It's been a lot of R&D testing and stuff like that. There's a lot of shit that I'm doing that I'm just like, you know." But video games have kind of taken over that kind of thing, and I've been kind of, lazy about getting to the office and stepping over to the next room and getting it done. I'm not at home today, so I decided to record. And 1, 2, 3, open mind, 2 space. But yeah, I've been working on that a little bit. And the thing with the grip that we made, the pad grip that kind of goes around the handle, is after about a year, surprisingly, it kind of broke down. It's kind of tearing apart. Ninja Flex works really well. But that's kind of a good feedback from me, because I said, "What was wrong with the hand?" She said, "Nothing." I've actually looked at some of the parts where she was gripping on the cane and seeing where the back of the palm kind of hit it, so it was kind of hitting kind of weird. And hit just right. She said, "No, man, it stopped my hand fatigue, stopped pretty well." Ninja Flex actually has a copy of the photos and some of the stuff. And they said, "Hey, can we use these for our R&D?" I said, "Yeah, of course." You guys were willing enough to send me 2 rolls of filament, so I was willing to buy some more, which I had. I paid them back tenfold. I think I bought like 5 or 6 rolls more. So like, yeah, for a TPU brand or TPE brand, they're highly recommend. I wouldn't recommend them enough if I didn't think the product was good and high quality. I'm all about R&D testing, but when you're trying to look for something that you're using with quality, that shit is good. I wouldn't go with any other. I know there's a lot of other China brands and stuff like that, and it's like hard to find. That's what my company's kind of doing, is I'm going down the list of like, okay, this filament's good, this filament's good, this filament's good. At the end of the day, it's not paying the bills, unfortunately, because it's, it is what it is. I still got to review the PLA from Sulu Tech, or Sulu 3D, and I still haven't had a chance to really test it on the CR10 Mini and see what the hell they're doing. And people are talking about the Ender printer and all that good stuff. And, it's been kind of rough, and still need to rub it back together and get that running and stuff like that. But that's what I've been kind of stuck on, getting her grip back together. But going into Fusion 316, kind of playing around with the thickness and playing around with that stuff, with the wiggle and stuff like that, and Simplified 3D. But that's what I've been kind of working on. So this week I hope to have that planned done for her. Excuse me, just a lot of talking really fast makes me yawn. But I plan to have that done before Christmas. My girl was like, "Hey, when are you going to have the crutch done?" I said, "Hopefully by Christmas, because I don't want to rush it." But we'll come up with a few solutions. I'll be showing a little bit on the Instagram when I'm finally done. I can't really give you guys too much way of what's inside the processing, because it just takes a lot of time out of my day, and I'm not getting, like I said, paid for all the crap. So it's a lot of pro bono work, and I don't want to give a little too much of my hard work away for others, unless somebody's like, "Hey, I'm willing to kind of give you credit for it." A few things I have done in the past recently I've not gotten credit for. Somebody literally took all my stuff and was like, "Hey." So I'm kind of learning not to be an asshole about it, but at the same time, just give me fucking credit where credit is due. Don't say you did it, or somebody literally took all my notes and just said, "Hey, no, I did this," and I caught them on their bullshit and said, "Nah, not really." And luckily somebody else jumped in and said, "Yeah, this is the guy who actually put it together, not you. So don't, please, give him respect." And it's like using a thing like Thingiverse or something like that. You're supposed to give attribution where credit is due, and unfortunately, I'm being very more iffy about what I want to put on the website and stuff like that. I wanted to do a lot of helpful tips and shit like that. People are very, even on the CR Reality page on Facebook, the group, people are very, I don't know how to say, forthcoming with help, and a lot of them are just kind of they'll just slap you in the face a little bit. Because a guy was looking to get some cookie cutters done, and I've done a lot of PLA cookie cutters, no problem, with some really good PLA by Matter Hackers. And I said, "You can use PLA or fucking ABS," and he goes, "I don't want ABS leaching into my food." And I was like, "Dude, we use a lot of fucking ABS, like food grade ABS. It just costs more for food grade ABS, like healthier ABS. I mean, you could spend about $85 to $100 on a fucking roll of ABS. It is food grade quality for your 3D printer. It's not hard to find this shit. I've used it. But I didn't comment back to the guy. I said, you know what, do your own research. He gave me an angry, like a kind of ooh face. I was like, on Facebook, and I was like, whatever, dude. I've been doing this shit for a minute, so like I've been looking at a lot of different filaments that I haven't spoken about, especially with carbon fiber filaments and engineering filaments. I've been talking a lot with companies that do that shit. And a lot of this stuff is very expensive. Somebody goes, why do people enclose their printers so much? It's like, because you need the printer hot for some of the material to stick and stay formatted, because it's a fucking engineering filament. But nevertheless, I hope to show some of the work I've been working on Arcane. I had a couple ideas to changing it for her. Her only biggest thing was it wasn't not thrown completely on the bottom, and I was kind of interfering with her fingers on the bottom. But other than that, she said she was very in love with it. Said she loved it. She can't wait to have the Arcane back. She's like, I wasn't expecting to get it as quickly as I did. Oh. Excuse me. Like I said, talking too much makes me, I don't know. I'm in a relaxing, comfortable position on the record of my belly. But yeah, I hope that I have that done. I hope everybody's Thanksgiving was good. Ours was pretty good. Spent with time with my mom and my family, and we were at the house, and it was good. It was relaxing. I talked to a lot of friends and family. My dad wished me happy Thanksgiving. So for those I didn't wish happy Thanksgiving to, I do apologize. It was just kind of a bland one. We really didn't grab a turkey this year from work, so we kind of just made lasagna and had some friends over from the community, and everybody brought some stuff, and we just kind of had a simple, fun Thanksgiving with just one food, and we just talked, and everybody had a good time, and it was good to see everybody and talk to a few people, and I hate the multi-taxes on Thanksgiving now, because that's what I pretty much got for the whole. I didn't get up till about like 8:30, and people were by 6 o'clock. People were already happy Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. So everybody from work, I was in a group of 67 to 80 people, sending myself and everybody else, and I'm like, guys, I love you all, but I want to sleep. So I kind of put my phone on fucking do not disturb mode. Once I woke up, I turned it on, turned it, that off, and I don't know why I'm fucking yawning. I was watching Disney Plus. But yeah, I hate when people fucking add all those. Some Mountain Dew made me wake up. Do the do. I'm not supported and sponsored anyway. But I do like Mountain Dew. Again, not supported or sponsored in any way. But yeah, it was weird. Everybody freaking sent all these texts out, and it was good. Like I said, gotta play some Death Stranding. I've been really, really addicted to that game in the weirdest ways. I don't know how best to describe it, but the game has been really fun. It's really been waking me up. It's been cool to see what the game's evolved into and what it's becoming. Hard to describe, but the last podcast was all about kind of what it was. I'll be live streaming again. I guess they got the new Aircaster back up. Aircaster, the guy finally got on through the Discord and Twitter and all this shit that they're building, and kind of fucking, I don't know, they now have fixed the problem. I guess what happened was Twitch rebuilt their interface, and it fucked up the feed to that site. And what Aircaster is, for those who don't have high-end PCs to do streaming and stuff like that, people like the video game streaming, like to chat and game and stuff like that, it allows you to take your console stream from the console and stream that to Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, etc., without using all the high-end power. So it doesn't kill your fucking computer. It just boom, boom, boom. You still need a computer to start, or a cell phone to start Aircaster, which I really liked. I was like, you know what? And I might tweet the guy and listen, man. I was like, what you should do. There's another one out there that was called Go Stream or something like that. I looked it up. Some guy on YouTube had people for about a month now were fucking freaking out. Because that's how I was able to get on Facebook and with Death Stranding and a couple other games that I was playing. And I actually met a few new cool people that game and are like, hey, where the hell have you been? And I was like, oh, I've been gaming, but I'm on YouTube. I'm mostly on YouTube now because my Twitch, the feeds don't like to go through YouTube yet. They like to go to Twitch or Mixer, which is on Xbox, and then go from there. But it's cool to have um, that platform to kind of just game out and have fun. Because a lot of my friends were like, "Hey, we haven't seen you gaming in a while. Like, have you been okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been good. Like, I've been 3D printing and working, and then playing a little game when the thing is 3D printing. Because 3D printing takes a while. It could take anywhere to 4 to 5 hours. Everybody's like, I could just buy it from Amazon. Is it custom? No. So, that's why people 3D print. Somebody was printing a link for their cable system the other day, and somebody wrote in the comments on the Creality page, and they go, "Why would you buy a 3D printer if you weren't planning on printing everything with it?" But Aircaster is now back up and running. As far as I know, there's a big fingers crossed. The developer is talking with everybody on Discord. So I've been on there listening to all the moderators, and he finally stepped in and said, "Listen, moderators, they don't fucking have anything to do with what we're saying, what we do. They don't work for us. They just speak. They just moderate the chats. They just, blah, blah, blah. They just moderate the chat. They have nothing. They don't know what the fuck we're doing. They don't work for us. They're not paid in any way. They're not this. They're not a staff member. They're not anything. They're just here to kind of moderate the chat. Make sure they can pull, people, calming people down and just silencing the fights." It was kind of cool to see now the maker of Aircaster finally talking, and it's a great service. I recommend it to a few of my friends that are like, "Hey man, I don't have a high-end PC, but I want a game." And there's a lot of ways to stream games, off your console instead of fucking spending all this cash and buying like a $2,000 fucking computer with a good graphics card, high-end memory, and RAM, and good hard drives and all this shit, and then burning more fucking, blah, just to have a good stream. You can do all that off your damn console and a computer, off a little laptop, and, you're getting the same results. And, the weird thing is when I stream, a lot of people fucking jump on my stream, and, if somebody was trolling me, the day before all this shit happened, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's like, nobody's on your fucking stream, da-da. And he's like, "And your stream can't even say emoji face." And I'm like, "Well, I can read your comments. So I have Restream going, and Restream putting it all there. I have it fucking talk to me through the PlayStation thing because it's easier for me to, as I'm playing it, I don't have to look down at the goddamn computer. I can just enjoy the game and chat. And some people just like to sit there and just watch and talk. And one guy, we ended up chatting with him for a bit. He sat there for like fucking 5 hours chatting with Spider-Man. We were just chatting back and forth about his life and shit. And he was like, "Hey man, like what are you doing? Like where do you live? Just kind of chilling." He was like, "No man, the game seems kind of fun. I'm enjoying this. This is chill." And that's why I game. I game to have some fun and kind of get out of my own brain. And that's why I want to start open mind gaming, because people, they need to communicate. Gaming is all about communication with friends and getting at it. You're sitting somewhere, but you're having this social aspect of loving one another and talking and sharing your love for story. And games are much more social. We need more socialism, social talking, and loving one another. It's just people, they want to get out and do things, but some people are too terrified, so they're like, "Okay, I have a headset, I can hide behind a computer, but I don't have to be seen, and I don't mind being seen." I've been doing a podcast now for close to almost 2 years now, and grateful to my friends that, hey, to do a podcast, have fun, and thank God I'm enjoying the shit out of doing what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm glad Aircaster's finally going back up, and it's finally working, so I can't wait to go home tonight and try to see where it's kind of going. It's got a new layout, so for those who log into Aircaster, it's AIRCA.st, check that out. And he's not charging yet, but he did say, like, in the future, possibly to pay for all the servers and shit like that, they're probably going to start charging a monthly fee, which I think is perfectly fine. If it runs the way it runs, I'm cool with the $10 to $20 fee. Because I might be using that service more than I think I'm going to be using it for live streaming meetings, or live streaming talks with people, or live streaming with friends. It could be anything because I can not only stream from my console, but I can also stream from Twitch and get that out through the multiple platforms, so I don't have to worry about fucking doing this, so everybody can say, "Oh, I saw you on, blah, 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 you're on one source, but we can chat with you," and yada, yada, yada. because Twitch has all of their stuff on there too. So it's like, hey, it's all their 3D printing and how-to guides and stuff like that. That's my goal with it all. But R&D testing and stuff like that, I can kind of show like unboxings and stuff like that we're working on. That's just the future, you know. So I'm hoping this company does go well. I've got a lot of stuff I'd like to talk to this guy about, and hopefully I can give them a little bit of assistance and stuff like that. But it's good to have that service back up and running, because it was a bitch. There's nothing else like this. There's like a few other things that you can use, but nothing was great. Nothing like what Aircaster. Aircaster was, like he said, he designed it. They designed it. The team. There's a couple of people on the team that designed it with console gaming in mind, and that's pretty much made it to do so. It's pretty much click, 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 and you're done. You don't have to worry about where it's going and this and this and this. Which was good. It was good to play with a lot of friends, and people were logging in and logging out through Facebook. I had more people clicking through Facebook to watch me play, and they're like, "Hey, what else are you gonna play? Can I join in and play?" And they didn't know I played games. They're like, "Oh, like, do you play Fortnite? Do you play this?" I'm like, "No, don't play this. Don't play that. Oh, do you play this? Like, we should play together." I share play. It was kind of cool to see that aspect of my friends that didn't know I gamed, and some people that are super cool and are like, "Hey, man, I really don't like to stream, but I like to watch some people stream, and you seem like a cool cat to talk to." So I told some people, I'm like, "Hey, man, click on our podcast, click on this, do this and this." So that's what I've been kind of been up to. Also, I've been helping out a friend get his podcast up and running, which I'm going to plug it real quick. And it is the Purity Network, or the Purity Podcast, right? The Purity Podcast. It's going to be Vaughn Floyd. I got his book here, too. A good friend of mine. I'm not going to say really what he does too much at Universal, what characters he plays, or what shows he's in, but I'll let you decide. If you want to look him up, there's his book. I'm going to promote this book a little bit. This book is really good. I haven't really got to read it yet. Eric is our middle writer. He's super cool. He does a lot of works for a lot of publications, stuff like that. And there's this side of it. So if you want to check out Eric Vaughn Floyd, super amazing dude. So definitely get a copy of his book. All proceeds are going to a charity for those that want to know about the charity. What the charity is a charity that helps women in prison take care of horses. I guess they're working on a horse farm, and they kind of take care of the racing horses. These are retired racehorses, and they get to kind of learn skills, so when they get out, they can actually work on the racetracks and stuff like that for non-violent offenders. I guess Eric was kind of talking about the charity with me, so I donated a little bit, and I got a book, and he was able to write me a nice subscription, so I told him I'd read the book, and I've been helping him set up his podcast for the first time. Super awesome dude, just super chill, lovely Christian dude. We've worked together for eons. Didn't know he was a writer and stuff like that until he goes, "Hey, he asked me a question about podcasting." He said, "Do you podcast, right? You said you podcasted?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "How the hell do I get started? What do I do?" I said, "Let me sit down with you so you're not running around and banging your head against the wall." Because he went out and bought some Yetis. He works a lot of jobs, workaholic. He said, super nice, super lovely dude. Just honest to goodness person, but doesn't he curses. He's himself, and he's just himself. He's not this person. He's just fucking great. I can't wait to have him on the podcast. I said, "Would you be on mine?" He said, "Absolutely. I can't wait to do my own, and we'll definitely be on. I'll definitely come to your house. I'll be on yours." And I said, "I'd love to read your book and then learn about how your writing style is. I didn't know you were a writer." He's had 3 books out so far. I believe the first one is about a racetrack betting. He said that sold pretty well. People really liked that kind of stuff, but that was kind of thrown together. This one took about 11 years to write. He said, he told me that the other day. He goes, "We're talking about podcasting." And I said, "Yeah, man." Like I said, "Is the podcast up yet?" He goes, "Yeah, man, I felt kind of dull." So he learned Audacity, and he learned a couple other things. I got him on Libsyn, because Libsyn's very easy to use and intuitive for podcasters, and really easy to kind of all-in-one platform to get all your syndications out, so you're not worrying about it goes here, there, yada yada. But I'm glad to say he got the podcast up and running. Don't know how many he's gonna do per week. He's probably gonna be doing one a week or two a month. He's very busy with church. His wife, he's got so many things going on, from like writing to publications to everything. Super chill cat, super lovely dude. I can't wait to read some of his book. I don't know, me and books, it's kind of hard. Like, I sit down and I gotta have like a quiet space to start reading, because I get in the absorb. So but I'll read it. It really walks her through some of the, like, if I don't know much about horse racing or the Triple Crown and stuff like that, but this is about retired horses that win the crown and then go off to what happens to them and how do they retire the horse and stuff like that. I grew up in New York, so Saratoga Springs is where a lot of racing horses would come, and it was a big weekend for everybody. People would go just to get like a blanket, because the blanket, it's on every opening day. They would give out like certain things, like a blanket or a certain cup. It's like a stupid Disney annual pass, like magnet. People would go kind of get that kind of thing with the Saratoga Raceway up in upstate New York in Glens Falls. So people would head up there, and it would just like, so he knew all about that. He was like, oh yeah. He goes, Saratoga. I said, yeah. He goes, I've been up there. So we just spoke about that for a little bit, and so I told him, I said, I don't know really much about horse racing, but this book seems like it's going to be able to walk me through kind of being an idiot into that kind of noir, like what it's like. And so yeah, I started reading the first couple pages, and I'm like kind of getting into it, but it's gonna walk me through some stuff the way, and I can't wait to like kind of sit down and look at his writing style. And he's just his brother is actually a massive writer. He said my brother actually writes more books than I do, and he's very published. Many books have been published and stuff like that. And I said, sheesh, I could not imagine because getting all that knowledge and putting it in the damn book, you're gonna be exhausted. It's like podcasting. It's like content for the week, and then you're just like, out to you guys. And people listen, they listen. If they don't listen, it's fine. But I was telling him about that. We spoke about podcasting setup and him buying the Yetis, and he really ended up getting a good deal off of eBay. And he was like, yeah, man, I just bought some Yetis, and they were $100-something, and it came with the stand, and then this, and this, and this. So it came with a good deal, so he bought like 4 of those, and he plans on having a good setup and stuff like that. So, yeah, so far so good. He seems like to get his first episode on. I gave him some very constructive criticism. If you want to listen to that podcast, it's the Purity Podcast. Look for Eric Vaughn Weiss, or why do I want to say Weiss? Eric Vaughn Floyd. So Eric Floyd, you're looking for. Super awesome dude. It's going to be part of the Purity ministry. It's super cool. I said it's very Christian, but it's very lovely. He is not pushing it in any which way or form. I think it's a very, very lovely podcast. I told him that directly. I said, hey man, like, I listened to the podcast the other day. I thought it was very cool. I think you're onto something. The thing I love is you're not fucking pushing religion. It is what it is, and you're just like, let's talk about us. Let's talk about you as a person. Let's talk about me as a person. Let me tell you why I follow the creed or follow this. But he's never pushy about it. He's very clean. It's just so cool. So for those who are kind of looking maybe getting into a cool podcast, maybe about the Lord or something like that, definitely get into it. I'm not very religious, and I told him that I believe my own creed. My mom's Catholic, my dad's Muslim, and I follow my own creed. I don't follow the fucking Quran. I don't follow the Bible. I don't follow any of that shit. I honestly, my mind is I follow my own creed. If I'm a good person, I'm a good person. If I need to help you, I'm gonna help you. And I told him that. I said, I'm here to help you, man. He's super chill, super relaxed. So I'm glad I got to help him where I can. We're going to be chatting a little bit about his book and stuff like that in the coming weeks. Hopefully he'll be on. When he has some time. So he hopes to stop by the house, and we're going to have a chat and hopefully have some breakfast. And I can't wait to just chat with him. He seems like a really cool cat. Like I said, I can't tell you what characters he plays at Universal, but I just want to keep his anonymity. But really, really chill cat, really awesome person. So definitely check out the book. The book is actually really cheap. So if you want to grab it on Amazon, I will put a link down below in the description. Amazon links, like I said, all the donations from the book are actually going to the charity. And the charity is a really cool charity. Like I said, it's for women that are in prison or in jail or prison, what have you. But it's going to their charity to take care of retired racehorses, like people who won Triple Crowns, etc., etc. So when they get out, they have a career path, kind of some skills to take care of racing horses. Retired, so they can work on the thing and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. That it's going to somewhere cool that he kind of loves. He's all about racing. He's all about horse racing and stuff like that. That's straight up his alley. He started talking about horse racing and all like the ins and the outs and the horses and how they're trained. And I'm like, dude, you love horse racing. He's like, man, I just love the whole aspect of it. We started talking about all that. But yeah, he is super, super chill. And he'll definitely talk to you about the Lord if you want. But he's never pushy about it. He's never, he's super, super cool. So I highly recommend take a listen to his podcast. Well, I'll put a link down below in the description to the podcast thing. I told him I'd give him a shout out. I said, hey, I'm going to give you a shout out so people can kind of get a feel for it, see what you think. And he said, oh man, he goes, I don't know how many I'm going to do. So I asked him, I said, when are you going to get the next one? Because honestly, I don't know. He's like, I got so much in the works with me and the wife, and he's got so much, he's got deadlines for some articles he's got to do. He's got this. Like he said he's a workaholic. So he said that this is another outlet for him, so we'll see. But I'm just very happy to help him out where I can, and hopefully get him on the right path to podcasting and stuff like that. Because he likes where he was used to do a lot of broadcasting too, so it was kind of cool that give somebody some of my aspects and help him out where I could, and get him on the right path. Because it's easy for people to say to get into podcasting. It's not that hard, and it's like once you find the right path to do so, I think it's just coming up with the content to make the episode upon the episode. And many people are like, I don't want to spend the money to do so. And it's honestly really not that expensive. I kept telling him, you buy a Zoom recorder like this one, the H4n Pro. It's recording right now. And these two microphones are picking my boat up. So, I don't have the lapel mic. I don't have my XLR hooked into it. And it goes. Zoom actually has a new freaking mixer board that came out. It has Bluetooth and everything built into it. So you guys should look that up. It's new. It's like the Live 8 or the Live 4 or whatever it is. It's like $400. It's got everything. It's like a freaking literally studio music freaking lab. You can bring in your bag and just put it up and hook all the mics into it and shit. It's pretty fucking cool. I'm like, that's cool. Like, it has all the fucking gains and levelers and all this shit. This Zoom recorder, my thing is like $200 here, but I got this from Best Buy on sales, so like about a year ago. And it's doing great, man. It takes 2 batteries. You can plug it into the wall, and you can do a lot with the Zoom recorder than you could with most things. People are like, what do I buy? I'm like, you can buy a Yeti, man, but I've taken this thing out into the field, and I've recorded some podcasts, and people didn't even know the difference. Like, I don't even know the difference where I was. You could hear some background stuff, but I added some of that stuff. Didn't even have to edit. I just took a little bit of the hiss out of some areas, like the rides were going or something like that was going. But yeah, man. I'm kind of walking through. I'm like, hey man, get a Zoom recorder. Definitely get a camera. Hook the camera up. Let the people see your face when you're interviewing or talking to a pastor or just having some fun and stuff like that. So he was like, all right, it's cool, man. Like, so we got chatting about all that stuff. So anyway, it's been going on my week for that. It's Disney Plus stuff. Let's talk about some Disney Plus stuff. Yeah, so my lady, never watched Die Hard, ever. Yeah, I have a movie list that we're going down, and I've been kind of taking like Fifth Element and stuff like that. She's like, make a list of movies I've never seen. I'm like, well, what haven't you seen? Pretty much everything. She's kind of that girl. She doesn't play video games. Like, her parents are like, yeah, that's kind of her fault. We never let her. Her friends play. She played a little video games, but she never was into that. She had her toys and stuff like that, but she never liked to play video games. I'm like, how dare you? But she started playing like Life is Strange like a year ago and hasn't beaten it because she's never bought the PlayStation 4. So, anyway, trying to think. Anyway, so I was watching a documentary on Netflix. The movies that made us. I think the first one was Dirty Dancing. The second one was Home Alone or some shit, and then I think the fourth or fifth one was Die Hard, and I was started going down Die Hard a little bit. So not even a couple minutes into it, and I was like, I gotta fucking watch Die Hard. It's Christmas time. It's time to watch some Die Hard. And everybody's like, Bruce Willis has said something about it not being a Christmas movie. It's always gonna be somebody's. It's at that time of the year you gotta watch fucking Die Hard. Die Hard's just a great movie. My mom even said so. My mom had it playing the other day too. She was like, we watched that the other night. Your girlfriend Dana hasn't seen it. I was like, no, she hasn't seen it. So legitimately, I said, oh my god, I gotta find a. So I tried going on the Plex, my buddy's Plex. I tried going on Netflix, went on the Xfinity app, couldn't find it. So I illegally had to go to a website. I'm not saying what it is. You know where to look if you're looking for it. You know where to look. I'm not gonna say what it is, because I'm not plugging fucking something. Anyway, I had to go down that kind of list, that rabbit hole, because I was like, I wanted to watch it. Blu-ray rip and stuff like that. So I went down and I typed in a website name that I had a couple, and I knew finally one website knew that I had a couple had a valid link and you could watch it on the little server. So I watched it off their server, put it on the Bluetooth speaker off the damn laptop that I was recording this on, and ended up watching Die Hard. My girlfriend sat out here on the bed, and I sat on the floor and had it pumping, and we watched some Die Hard, and she was going back and forth and would not stop asking me fucking questions. So, can you just fucking enjoy the movie? And she loved the movie. She loved it. She absolutely loved it. She was like, she started freaking out when Hans Gruber changes his voice. He goes up to the thing, and John McClane's up on the thing, and he's got the gun behind him, and oh God, you're one of them. He changes his voice to a kind of southern guy, and they talk about this in the documentary on Netflix. Because somebody went up to the table. I'm not gonna spoil that, but they said, "Hey, can you do an accent?" And he said, "Yeah, like this. I can do an accent like that." And my girlfriend's like, "Oh my God, like tell me he didn't load the gun. Tell me he didn't load the gun." And it's like, "Yeah, he didn't load the." Because he's not a fucking stupid ass. That would have worked on TV, Hans, but not here. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Cowboy. But yeah, she loved the hell out of him. So we ended up watching Die Hard, and she was just like, "Oh my God!" Like, so needless to say, before I even found it on that dirty website that I was talking about, I said, "Let me see it fucking," because Disney bought Fox, so let me fucking see if they got enough bucks. So literally I went on Disney Plus, fucking signed up for the wrong trial. I ended up buying a bundle package for 14 fucking something for the month, and I went, fuck, so I wasn't planning on getting Disney Plus until The Mandalorian was all finished. And then you do the 7-day trial, and then you get all the, then you don't have to pay for anything. But honestly, I'm kind of liking Disney Plus just for a little bit, because I'm catching up on all the Star Wars Rebels and X-Men and some other shit. Other than that, it doesn't have much more than that. I've looked through all this shit, and I'm like, it doesn't really have much that I want, so it's like, So we'll see. For the Disney catalog, that's cool. If fucking Universal does this, or Paramount, they need to stop. They just need to fucking stop. Because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I like that they're like, hey, we're going to make special content with this. The Mandalorian, I'll be honest, is fucking awesome. I just started watching it and finished what I could of it off, because I finished all the episodes. Apparently, from what I found out the other day, one of the makeup artist friends that I work with at work was watching it, and he's a huge fucking Star Wars fan, so he would like quiz me outside of the thing. We were working out back of my venue, because that's where their makeup their station is, and he's making up a couple characters, and he's talking to me about the Rebels thing. He's like, "Oh, have you watched Clone Wars?" I'm like, yeah. I was like, "I'm not all finished," but he's like, "Man, Ahsoka fucked Luke fucked Anakin up, blah blah blah. He's got to go back to the planet." And this, and Shane's like he's got kids. He's like in his 40s, 50s, so he's fucking talking about like all that stuff, and he's just jamming out. And he's like, "Yeah, man. So apparently, The Mandalorian, you have to watch the rest of that before you go see the new movie. Apparently, this is kinda, you kinda have to, apparently. So, we've been hearing mixed reviews. I've heard people were like, and then I've heard Shane was saying that one of the hard reviewers saw it the other day and started weeping and crying. They were posting it all over Twitter because this reviewer is an asshole, doesn't like anything, and apparently he loved it. Started weeping, started crying, all that shit. So apparently he's a hard ass, and apparently he enjoyed the movie as much as he did. Gotta do a time check, because so he watched it. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. I'm probably gonna see it probably next Sunday probably. I'm honestly in no rush. I did see the new ride over in Disney. We don't have annual passes, but I was able to pull it up on YouTube and watch the video, the POV, the full high clarity, nobody in the fucking way of the camera, and kind of see what the ride is like. And I gotta be honest, the ride looks fucking amazing. You go from sequence to sequence to sequence, and it looks fucking cool. For those who don't want to be spoiled, I won't say much more, but yeah, it looks fucking amazing. For those who can't get to Disneyland or Disneyland or Disney World, YouTube it. It looks fucking amazing. It looks freaking amazing. Some of that shit looks awesome. I'm glad the cast members look like they're having fun for now. Wait till fucking a month later when they're like, just get the fuck on the ride. Fuck you. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking tired. I can see that happening after a long day of work. You know, even playing a character, it's like so yeah. Sequence thing looks fucking amazing. I can see why the ride's been breaking down a lot. It's got a lot of shit. Somebody that went over to Universal the other day kind of talked to me about it, and they're like, hate to tell you, but Rise of the Resistance is better than any ride you guys have here in the park. I'm sorry, okay? Universal just doesn't do it as good as Disney, and it's like, okay, to each his own. Like, to each his own. I mean, there's rides I like at Disney, and there's rides I like at Universal. You know? The thing I hate about Disney is you have to go to, there's like 2 rides that I like at Magic Kingdom, and then I gotta leave Magic Kingdom to go to the next fucking park, and then I gotta go 2 rides there, and I gotta go to the next fucking park. And then by the day is done, I'm like, oh god, I gotta go all the way back to the other park? Fuck. Universal, they're all there. They're just there, and Universal, like, in my mind, I like working for them. I've got some gripes, some personal gripes, but nothing to fucking warrant bad language against them. Like, there's just business stuff that I know that you know. But other than that, it's not, honestly, to goodness, it's a great company to work for. It's been good to me. It's, they treated me well, but I wish some things I wish they would work better on. But it's every company, gotta kind of, it's either this or this, and it's kind of like, but to be honest, business wise, they've been great to me, and honestly, they're better. They treat their employees better. Hate to say it, but it's true. But Disney offers more benefits and shit for their employees with more full time, but they turn you into a number. So over there, so I hate to say it, but it's very, very true. And I've got friends and family that work there who told me the ins and outs, and I know all the shit with Disney. So don't come at me. Don't fucking come at me, because I already know all the bullshit. And if you think I'm fucking lying, and you're a cast member, sit the fuck down. You know what I'm saying. If you fucking know what I'm saying, sit the fuck down. You know. Okay? I know both sides. And honestly, I got friends and family that work there, and I talk with them daily, and if you knew what I knew, you know what I'm saying. If you're a real fucking cast member, you know the real bullshit. If you're a Universal employee, you know the bullshit. So, sit down. But I'm just saying, it's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Like I said, open mind industries, the mind unleashed. It's my own thing. So, but but the guy I spoke with, he was just like, yeah, he was like, I told Shane that, and Shane was like, looked to me, he goes, some people, man. He's like, they don't know what we're working on, and he's like, and that sad part is, it's in a whole nother world, baby. It's in a whole nother world, he's like, they make some great rides, but you gotta remember that's just the Star Wars part of it, And I said, that's true. He's like, you're not looking at it. And apparently I asked him, I said, have you written Hagrid's yet? And he goes, no. And he goes, Hagrid's I heard isn't that great. And then I'm like, you haven't been on it yet. So, to be honest, Hagrid's is fucking great. I've been on it twice. I've been trying to do my 3rd ride through, but I want to do it at night. Because the motorcycle light lights up and shit. And everybody's like, oh, have you done it at nighttime? And I was like, no, because every time I try to get over there, it doesn't. They're not running it. So, my friends who've been on it at night were like, you gotta do a night ride. I'm like, I'm fucking trying. So I plan on doing a night ride. I've ridden it in the rain. Fucking was wild. I've ridden it with a friend of mine, and we were shaking. We both were shivering as we got off because it was so fucking fast and so fucking cool. And a couple of the guests finally got on it the other day, and they were saying they were shaking. They were pretty fucking pleased with it, because they were like, we just got back from Disney, and I was like, what'd you think? And they're like, we rode Rise of the Resistance, we rode Hagrid's. And they went to Star Wars 2, and they're like, oh, what do you guys think? I'm like, we're having the best vacation ever. Why don't you get on Hagrid's? They're like, yeah. I'm like, what'd you think? We loved it. It's like, okay, well, if you're liking it, at least your vacation's been awesome. So it doesn't matter what we think, if we're locals, like, it doesn't matter what the fuck we think. It matters what you think. So sadly, a few people have not been on Rise of the Resistance. A few people have not been on Hagrid's. I was talking to a few guests the other day about that, and they're like, it's been rough vacation because, like, it's just hard. But in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be rough because it's fucking holiday season's coming. So, people, please get ready for the long waits, the long lines. Please be good to your cast members, your fucking team members, your fucking people who are working. They got bills to pay, and just, they're there because they're forced to fucking be there. And trust me, some people's times have not gotten approved to come off with spend time with their family. So be nice to the fucking team members and cast members. It's it's please and thank you. Please and kindly and fucking thank you. Because we're doing a lot of work for you guys, man. Every year it's like, oh, you want to be here to make overtime. It's like, no, we really don't. We'd rather be home crying in a corner. Because I deal with like 17,000 people a day. On a fucking busy day, it's 55,000 people a day. So, yeah, I've dealt with 55,000. One day I was doing the numbers on how many people I had to work with. And I totaled up to 25,000 by the end of my shift. I looked at my numbers, like what I had to deal with, I was talking with. That's not including people who went on and stuff like that, so I dealt with a little bit more. People I put onto the ride. I put 25,000 people onto a ride. I was like, holy fuck. Yeah, kid you not. This was like hours. I was there for the morning until mid-afternoon. It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I put 25,000 people on a fucking ride. I shit you not. And I was so fucking tired. The park was already at capacity, so like by the end of the night, like our capacity was even higher than that. But that's how many people I pushed through. And this was hours. Like we were cycling every few minutes. It's like 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So like you can get to remember that how many full things going on consistently every 4 minutes. Cycling, thousands upon thousands of thousands, and you're just like, how many was that? And they're like, we were already at like 2,000, 3,000, 6,000. And you're like, so I dealt with 25,000 people on my shift. Some guy goes, are you used to this? I said, I deal with more people than people I see in a year in one day, so I'm looking forward to the season. I'm just hoping it's pleasant. I'm hoping everybody just relaxes. SpongeBob's got a song, Don't Be a Fucking Jerk, and it plays throughout the theme park, and I'm loving it. We're all singing it at work. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. But anyway, so back to the Disney stuff. Yeah, so I ended up getting Disney Plus, and I told my girl, I was like, alright, well, I guess I got the whole fucking package for the month, so I ended up canceling it afterwards. I guess it doesn't work on my older iPad. I got an iPad 2. There was a hand-me-down from my mom. I ended up fixing the glass on that, putting a new glass in. The glass actually broke because I was being a little fucking violent with it. And it slid off my bed and banged on the floor like on the tip, and it just started hairline cracking, and I was like, I don't want to fucking replace the glass again. It's only like $10, but I'm like, it's already the iPad's so out of date, it can barely hold up to the new iOS. So, all the other shit works for, like, all the other, like, applications, Netflix and all that stuff works on the older version of iOS, but Disney, because it's brand new, doesn't. It only works on, like, iOS 11. So, they're like, well, why are you quitting Disney Plus? And I was like, does not work on older version of, iPad or iOS, blah, blah, iOS 9 or iOS this or iOS 6. I think it's iOS 9. So you need to downgrade, like you need to make it compatible with iPad or older devices because some people can't afford the newer iPads. I mean, I looked at getting a newer, not a new iPad, but something used off of eBay. Those things are still going for $100, $200 on eBay. I'm just like, ugh. And I just ended up buying a new Google Wi-Fi unit for my room at the house so I could get like higher speed in the room because I didn't want to put fucking holes in the walls and stuff like that to run Cat 5 or Cat 6 cable underneath the floorboard to fucking get myself like higher internet because we're using like really high speed internet at the house from Xfinity. Yes, I know it's not fiber optic and it's not fucking gigabit, but can't afford that. And we don't have Verizon in the area. We only have like Xfinity, which is fine because we're only paying so many bucks a month for Xfinity through my job. So like if you work for the company Comcast and you work in the service area, they give you a discount for working with that. So I'm like, we're not bitching. So we're getting like everything for $70. My friend goes, oh, I hate you so much. He goes, because he wanted to get the service because it's like him and his husband are like, they're dying. They only got the internet and they're like, he's like, how much you paying for internet? I was like, we got a whole package deal. He's like, how much is it? I was like, $70 a month. He was like, that's it? I was like, yeah. He's like, I fucking hate you. So him and his husband are looking to get something put nearby or near an Xfinity area because his husband works for us too in the entertainment department. So I was like, yeah, man, fucking Xfinity it's fine. We haven't run really any problems. A couple problems with the customer service part of it, but other than that, the service has been fine. Not too bad. A few things, yeah, like the guy fucking cut our cable in two by accident. The guy spoke little to no English, and he had to bury our new cable line. And apparently, when he took the shovel, he fucking and fucking sliced our line, and then ran away. Like he taped it together and ran away. It's like you could at least fucking tell us you cut it, so we could have fucking got a service guy out here like immediately. But so we had to go 2 days without internet and cable. That fucking sucked. Thank God we had DVDs and Blu-rays to watch. And we had video games to play, so, but yeah, it sucked. Other than that, everything is good. Yeah, it's just been a fun, getting ready for this new year, and, still dealing with all the credit card debt, and getting all that geared up and taken care of. I mean, I've been threatened by a credit card company, so they've sent me a legal letter, but, the company that I'm dealing with, National Debt Relief, not debt collection, debt relief, which I kind of highly recommend. They've been really good with me so far. I have been able to make the full payments that they needed, but they've been very, very lenient, very friendly, very awesome. They have a full legal team over there, so they've been very, very comfortable with me. They've been very open, very reliable. I've talked to, and they're like, hey, we got you, you're covered. I've only been able to put a few bucks down a week, so I'm like, hey, I can only afford this right now. They're like, okay, we understand. Like, when things pick up, let's get on track. And I was like, I'm gonna try. And they're like, don't try, you do. And I'm like, I'm trying. There ain't no doing. It's called trying. Y'all getting paid something. If it's this much a week, if it's that much a week. So, highly, highly recommend them if you guys are, and just going through that fucking rough patch, and you're just like me, they understand, man. Like, all the companies have been good. Just go, I don't even know. But yeah, the companies I've been dealing with, credit companies, have been okay. There's only one that has been very, that have now threatened legal action. They were good to me to the beginning, but now they're just like, we want our money, we're going to be suing you any which way we can. I'm like, you can't sue me when I'm getting help. I'm protected under legal action, so good luck taking my garnishing with me if you can't really, how to fucking you. Because they're telling me, they're like, oh, do you owe other debt? I'm like, yep, and you're not the only company, because I needed to get some 3D printers, and the 2 printers are paid off, and the 1 printer's paid off, and I was like, you gotta do something somewhere. Takes money to, spend money, but if things happen, and, that's life, and it is what it is. My friend told me, 2 of my friends told me, him and his wife, they went to almost bankruptcy, but they ended up fixing everything, and it took a while. And he said, Ollie, breathe. Just don't stress, pay what you can. Life will come. Just breathe. So I got a couple other business opportunities coming up, and I'm glad Open Mind is growing the way it is with 3D printing help. Grateful for those who've written new reviews, have been very honest. I'm going to be a very honest reviewer. If you guys want to donate to my stuff, feel free to do so. You don't need to. I'm not asking you to do so. Don't fucking feel obligated. Do not feel obligated. I do have a wish list going on. I'm trying to get a couple of things for the office. They're on our Amazon wish list. If you want to click on openmindindustries.com and see what I have on the wish list, there's a couple of fun toys. You don't have to, but if you want to, there's a few things I do want to get. So I've been asking some friends for a couple of little small things like filament, stuff like that. But for those who do donate, I'm willing to do some free service. I've told somebody that too. Somebody's like, oh, what do you need? So one of my friends bought a couple rolls of filament. He has a project, and he said, I can't pay your time, but if I buy some rolls of filament, can I have something printed? I said, sure, what do you want? He goes, I have a few things. Can I show them to you? So he went on Thingiverse and found a few things, and he's got a few things in mind. So my buddy Tim's got like a few boxes of filament. He's like, I'm going to send them to you. Can you print them? And I'm like, yeah. So he's like, I can't pay you. Okay, I can pay for a little bit of power, but I can't pay your time because I know how you are. But I know you're good. So I was like, you owe me a fucking review. But yeah. Yeah, it's been a while, just debt-wise, and Eric looked at me like I was talking with him about his book and stuff like that, and he goes, you okay? I said, yeah, just stress. I said, another company got a hold of me and wants their money. He goes, yeah, dude, he goes, just don't stress about it, just, do what you can. Money comes and goes, people worry about that all the time. Alright, guys, I gotta let you go. I will talk to you guys later. You've been listening to an Open Mind Industries production. For everything Open Mind, visit openmindindustries.com. Keep an open mind.